Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government who has openly accepted responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a Commission of Parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution, and that Minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the Minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support, this is embarrassing, not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP, but to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bow this morning with this sort of reaction to it.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a Prime Minister, and as a Prime Minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want labor rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
What happened to bold money? Now, the other transaction which concerned me was the one where the account was opened at NCB. It was opened with no money in it. And I didn't know you could open an account with no money in it. A couple of days later, there was a deposit of a little over $143,000 US, which came from SSL. And in the context of the discussions which we have been having about SSL, I believe that the Prime Minister needs to address this and explain how and why that money came into his account from SSL. It was deeply concerning to me, and I'm sure that it must be deeply concerning to all the people who not only lost money, but know people who lost money. And you know the number one concern is what happened to bold money.
This is actually one of the more disturbing features, because what the investigation of the Integrity Commission has revealed is that funds were used from a charity. It's called Positive Foundation, Positive Jamaica Foundation. A charity which, by definition, would have charitable purposes. And some funds in the region of approximately $32,000 US were diverted to pay for a bond in the name of Mr. Honus.
Or his company, his personal.
And I believe at some point it may have been either in his or his personal holding company, which he owns 100%. And it remained in that form for the life of the bond until it was called. And it was only after the bond had been redeemed and that transaction was now, in a sense, extinct.
Is it reasonable
closed? That, just allow me to finish, that upon questioning by the director of investigation, that an attempt was made to repay that charitable foundation. So approximately 4 years had elapsed when the funds from the charitable foundation had been used to partially pay for a bond in the name of or for the benefit of Mr. Honus.
And the interest payments on the bond went into him or his personal company's account. And it's only when the Integrity Commission itself looked into this thing and said, hey, but some of the funding for this, $32,000 US of the $94,000 US cost of the bond, came from a charity with which Mr. Honus is very closely associated and is a director. That the necessary rearrangements of the thing were done and the money was returned to the charity. So for several years, he declared that bond as being his or his company's, and he received the payments under that bond.
Yeah, man, come back and woman Andrew Wallace plays for real, man. Come back and man and parents, brother. Cause watch out. You feel like Andrew Wallace poor people in family. You know want to see a man go live in family also. Right then in Andrew Wallace right now family where we need a house just like how we need a house now. Eh? Come back and prison one we go live and make soldiers and police run with them. The soldiers and police them run with my young boy for we. Then them happy catch me. Me a old man. Me can't for soldier and police right now, especially soldier. Eh? Andrew Wallace come back.
People.
These were the words of Prime Minister Andrew Holness in Parliament on Wednesday afternoon regarding the illegally captured lands in Bernard Lodge. True to his word, today police officials are demolishing the structures that were erected on these lands. The operation, which began after 6 a.m. on Thursday morning, saw unoccupied and unfinished houses being demolished by large machinery.
The operation began shortly after 6 o'clock, maybe about 6:30 or thereabouts. Varying forms of manual and machine labor engaged in the process, being very careful and respectful of people's personal space, etc.
Subsequently, blockades were erected to cordon off the affected area, forcing scores of motorists to turn back and take alternate routes. One inconsolable victim of the demolition said she now has no clue what her next steps will be, as she spent her last $800,000 on the lot she was building on.
And my ID, and then turn up the receipt give me. They send the receipt give me. Nobody not give me no look warning, no look nothing no give me. No, I thought me just a pass and so I just told us to my little the plane. Me just have to work for work. I see that work for work. I change it and me can work in a man time. Come in a happy, come here, see if it belongs and such. I don't know what to do.
JCF communications strategist Dennis Brooks said though the operation is being undertaken by the Sugar Company of Jamaica Holdings, the police alongside the Jamaica Defense Force were present to keep the peace.
It's an operation that is being conducted by the Sugar Company of Jamaica. We as law enforcement are merely here based on our assessment of the space, our assessment of the situation. We're here just to provide the security necessary for the workmen to do their operation.
Family, good morning. Good morning. We have serious problem here in aisle 6. Now, the New York mayor, Eric Adams, indicted in federal investigation. You know what happened to this brother, P. Diddy? Now we're going to discuss P. Diddy first. Good morning, my gentle people. How you guys doing? You know, all right? Okay. Now, when this brother got into trouble, P. Diddy, so many people separate themselves from him. Friends, businesses, rappers, them drop him. Everybody run away from him. No, they did not want them reputation, their integrity to be tarnished. So what they did, they went away from him and step away. You never see nobody put out any video that they trusted him, he's a good guy, and they believe in him like our Jamaican politician did for Andrew Honest. I'm going to show you a pattern, you know. Everybody drop him. Businesses. I just saw a university gave him back him $1 million and asked back for the doctorate. You know, Andrew Honest love to go get the associate degree. Yeah, them give him one, this university. Ask back feet, or them teared up, they take it back, you know, so cross it out in the book and fling back $1 million that he gave to them. So many people run away from this brother based on what's going on. Even though he not face the judge yet and everything iron out yet, seen, but him there at jail. People keep away from stuff like that. This brother, the New York mayor, Mr. Adam, when his stuff start come out, people and trouble start come out and they start brewing, everybody around him start jump ship. Him senior people, them guys who want to hear me, everybody around him start take away himself. Everyone. All the top man them around him, police chief and all that, everybody jump ship. Me never see nobody come around him and say, Mr. Adam is a man of integrity. He have good character. Me never see nobody do no video like an infomercial try to circle the wagon around this brother. Me never see it for Diddy. Me never see it for this brother. Never see it at all. But when it comes to Andrew Honest corruption, the whole dirty bus circling wagon around him. Even our foreign affairs minister, who come up and come looking at people with integrity, with class, with good character face, claims they work on our behalf. You couldn't be working on my behalf. Because I can't take it serious as me see you come circle a wagon around your crooked leader. Me show you a rap star. The rappers run away from him. Rappers. Rappers run away from the rap star. People work with this man. Police chief quit. Many people have a good job running from this brother. Have nothing to do with corruption. But in Jamaica, we have aiders and abettors. Corrupt politician who circle them wagon around corruption. What I tell you about the state of the country. When they have dirty politicians sit down in there, circle their wagon around a crooked leader. Jamaica cannot be better like this, people. It no matter if you're PNP, it no matter if you're Labour right. Wrong is wrong, right is right. So if Mark Golding go in there and he conduct himself a certain way, you don't expect the PNP to blast him. I expect them to do that. I don't expect them to circle and wagon around a crooked man. I will never do that. If you're in a dirt like that, I separate myself from you. I don't care who you. Could have been my friend from school days. You commit yourself like that, I separate myself from you. Me have my integrity to protect. In Jamaica, because nobody have integrity upon a dirty bus. They get support from even the high spot in a parliament. Justice minister. Justice minister think everything this brother do is okay. Jamaica, corruption, we have a serious, serious problem. If mayor out of New York, Eric Adam, before indictment, in people around him, separate themselves from the garbage truck, what you see in a Jamaica? Them huddle around a corrupt man. And we're going to read what Adam is alleged to be caught doing. And the allegations on him is nothing compared to what you're about to hear now.
What happened to borrowed money? Now, the other transaction which concerned me was the one where the account was opened at NCB. It was opened with no money in it. And I didn't know you could open an account with no money in it. A couple of days later, there was a deposit of a little over 143,000 US dollars, which came from SSL. And in the context of the discussions which we have been having about SSL, I believe that the Prime Minister needs to address this and explain how and why that money came into his account from SSL. It was deeply concerning to me, and I'm sure that it must be deeply concerning to all the people who not only lost money, but know people who lost money. And you know the number one concern is what happened to borrowed money.
So you tell me now. I'm going to read what happened to the New York mayor. You know. Today, they're going to unseal the indictment. Right? And I'll bring it to you. And tell you what I go on. Yeah? But it's nothing compared to this in a family. And these dirty politicians, when I want to stop thief poor people money in Jamaica, they don't want to stop being corrupt. Circle and wagon run a crooked man. When in America, even rap artists run away from Biggie, people start running from the mayor. In Jamaica, everybody run to corruption. Listen what the Prime Minister is alleged to be doing while in office. All the parents, the man dragging at the loot, it look like.
So there are two separate investigations that emanated from the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. I want you to discuss that first and tell us what were those two separate investigations. One relates to the omission of information for which the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled, and then the second investigation was around illicit enrichment.
Well, I would say on the 4 accounts, there were 2 related to his parents put his name on, one with a former constituency manager and another one. Now, it's important to look at the detail. The Director of Investigation said he brought to Mr. Holness's attention on 3 occasions that his name was in fact on the accounts. And in spite of that, Mr. Holness did not declare those as part of his declaration. Secondly, and even more importantly, the Director of Investigation found that in 2 of those accounts, monies were flowing through the accounts from accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness and 2 accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness. So in essence, he's saying Mr. Holness said he knew nothing about these accounts, but funds are flowing in the region of millions of dollars. Deposits put in today, taken out the following week. 2 accounts controlled solely by him. So the question is, was Mr. Holness being truthful when he said, well, it's my parents' account and I don't know anything about it?
If this brother was in America, he would be in a jail. He would be in a jail right now to the amount of crime what we are here alleged right here. He in a jail, but what the Jamaican politicians them do, including our foreign affairs minister, circle them wagon around him, support him. Them come do a look of video. There's a look of video. Anytime I get it, I'm going to show you guys. When the one of them come out and talk about them trust the Prime Minister is a man of integrity, people them have a little commercial, a little infomercial. What the politicians they really put their face in it and tell you how much they must support Andrew Holness. When even the rap star, when even rappers separate themselves from P. Diddy, the mayor of New York, people start drop from around him. Long time for them to hear about the investigation and go on. Because they did not want this to hit the fan and catch them. People have a life to live, integrity to maintain, and character to keep. In Jamaica, nobody on the bus says so. Now I have no character. I tell me everybody on the bus a thief. That's what it appears to all of us. Nobody on this bus sign a code of conduct. I want to know. They are working for themselves. No code of conduct. No promise of integrity, decency, and not thief. No promise of that. Nobody on the bus here. The driver no sign on. Nobody on the bus will sign the code of conduct. It show you how this bus is dirty. Even with foreign affairs minister circle our wagon around this corrupt leader. Such man that must leave office. Your mother never will, Jamaica give you. Your father never buy, Jamaica give you. You and your wife never buy, Jamaica would we in it. Jamaica theory. A disgraceful behavior, a disgraceful act we are committing in the office. You can't be allowed to stay in the office and be wrong and strong. And instead of these people right here, so show the young people what they stand for. They must show the young people themselves stand for corruption. Then they don't want to tell you them to stop scam and put on the gun. Eh? When they want to tell you them to stop scam and put on the gun. When a disgrace, no role model, no example set for the youths. Let's get into Mr. Eric Adams and what happened to him. Jamaica is at the crossroads, my gentle people. This crossroad. Remember, I've been telling you. We must know where we want to go from here. With all this exposure. In a moment like no. It no matter who you vote for, I don't want to hear that. A Jamaica meeting there. Don't come from my page, cheapness. A cheap, you put yourself in a box with this PNP labor nonsense. While them boy I take everything, I give Chinese 1940 acre land. They might give the Chinese them tax break, duty-free import. You can't come from my page, come to talk about politics. You're putting yourself in a box. Don't do that from my page. Me I try to educate on the people. Think different. We are at a crossroad, unprecedented moment. We have never seen a prime minister get caught with the hand in the cookie jar. Let me tell you something before we go further. And before I read this. The Integrity Commission is for the people. FID is for us. All of these arm of government that is supposed to hold them accountable, it is for the people. Jamaica people, come here. Whether they vote for PNP or Labour Right or don't vote at all. FID, the Financial Investigation Division, is for the people. They're working for us, not politicians. The Integrity Commission is for the people. Don't listen to politicians because of them corruption and the crookedness. Want to sow some seed of doubt over these commissions that government themselves create under Andrew Ones. Right? They are for the people to make sure politicians don't thief from way. Labour Right to no come here. If Mark Golding go in there and behave a certain way, you don't want the Integrity Commission to act on our behalf. The Integrity Commission is working on the people's behalf. Poor people. Only thing you have a Jamaica fight for the Integrity Commission. Don't get this twisted. Me say the only thing you have a Jamaica fight for your rights is the Integrity Commission. It's for the people. When report come out and doing Vaz, don't you see the PNP they mad? The Integrity Commission also came out and Bunting. That Bunting. The PNP, they was mad. The Integrity Commission come out and Labour Right too. We see them come out and the brother they went over. When them again, man? They want never when they take the police money and never bring the police car them. That brother there. So many people me see the Integrity come out on both sides of the aisle. And everybody mad. When the file hit social media. Because the Integrity Commission job is not to make politicians happy, PNP and Labour Right. So I'm going to explain to you today, my people. The Integrity Commission is for you, poor people. We don't want somebody to fight for you. Make politicians tap thief for money. This is the start of it. We are at a crossroad. Where do you want to go? Take one of them road there. The road of corruption or the road of change? The Integrity Commission is for you. Stop follow thieving politicians. I tell you if you doubt them. None of them are like to be exposed for the corruption when they are doing the office. The Integrity Commission is not a friend of the PNP. The Integrity Commission is not a friend of the JLP. The Integrity Commission is a friend of us. Our friend. I want you guys to understand that and get that clear, Jamaicans. Guys, it's like you guys are getting this thing twisted and screwed up. Like the Integrity Commissions on PNP. And even Dunce Jamaica costing out something that is working for them. The Integrity Commission is working for you, the people, me. If it's not the Integrity Commission, then who gonna hold thief accountable? Get rid of them and then what? People say Dunce because of political influence. Dunce Jamaican people say get rid of the Integrity Commission. Me I talk about something that is there for them. To make sure politicians don't thief. Taxpayers' money. Whether it be PNP or labor rights, is the same thing. The Integrity Commission is not there to make politicians happy. None of them ever say happy when a report come out on them. Whether it be the PNP or the labor right. The Integrity Commission job is not to make politicians feel happy. It is for us to make us feel happy when them grab criminals in the office that is stealing from us. Our tax money is paying the Integrity Commission. It's the closest thing we have working for us in Jamaica. Not if you're MP, not if you're councillor. For them are looking at you and my teeth the same way. The Integrity Commission is the closest thing we have in Jamaica working for the people. Leave it alone. Well, they are paying PR labor right, because if Mark Golding going out, you'd have want them to do the same thing too and stop being biased. If Mark Golding going out and conduct himself the same way like such man, wouldn't you want the same results coming from the Integrity Commission, labor rights? Let me repeat again. The Integrity Commission is the only arm of government that is working so close for the people. Who else is going to dig them up and come tell we? And even though they might do it, the politicians make it so hard, gag harder for them to come to us. They want when them do them work, they must come to them first, come show them the dirty work when they find upon them. Then they come back to the people. If truth be told, the Integrity Commission need to have more power. Me hear Mark Golding talk about that all the time. So the Integrity Commission need to have more power. Cut out the gag order. Once man on the investigation, the public need to know. Then also we find out this is New York mayor. See when we find out the mayor of New York. Not no gag until he's charged and this and that. In a Jamaica, we hug up corruption too much. From this man trouble come out today, then a paper, you know. They don't wait and this and that. No, from him in a problem, in a paper. But how Jamaica wanted the Integrity Commission must be gagged until. Don't let me know which politician we have the politician we have vote for. Don't make me know his character. Blindfold the people to vote for criminals in office out there. Jamaica can be better with the system of governance. It's created for criminals. It is a criminal environment in Jamaica. Things have to change. Let's see what our brother are getting in trouble for. New York mayor, boy, black people. Black people always make you look bad. Anyway, them go with the pookie and the nene and the nonsense. From the Caribbean to Africa, black people have a stigma. Boy, always embarrass each other. New York Mayor Eric Adams' official residence searched before expecting unsealing of indictment, official says. The New York Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted on at least one federal criminal charge. Multiple sources familiar with the matter told CNN. And on Thursday morning, investigators executed a search warrant at his home. This morning, the charges have not been made clear. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, is set to discuss the indictment at a news conference at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The indictment follows a months-long federal investigation by the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan, reportedly scrutinizes his connection to Turkish officials and businessmen and campaign donations he received. I want to listen to him go down for you know. And when I hear what such man are doing in the office, I wonder how am I do there. Me say, big up yourself, Les Brown, Arlene Faster, there, Easy Jerk, Karen, producer Wayne, everybody were up on the platform. Good morning, family. Good morning. I want to hear what this man are go down for you know. In a Jamaica, they wouldn't even batter eye, wouldn't even make news. I want to hear what this man are getting in trouble for you know. I look on the mountain and stuff, real raw corruption in our face. I come out of Jamaica. And we must sit down there. Andrew Owners must clear office. I jail him for that. Andrew Owners must clear office. I jail him for that. Me never know say man wife by Jamaica with we in it. Our parents and will it to him. Me never know say Andrew Owners parents will Jamaica to him. And his labor rights. They don't run nothing boy. A 40 of them are one handful. Jamaica have over 3 million people. One handful. People, may I go to a break, be right back.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me don't like people tell life for me.
So people, so in a Jamaica, this a New York mayor will never have a problem. Never have a, I'll show you how we corrupt, you know. Make we hear what this man get in trouble for. Manhattan reportedly scrutinized the attorney, U.S. attorney office in Manhattan reportedly scrutinizing his connection to Turkish officials and businessmen and campaign donations he received. You see much money going to choose such man account them. If you live for what office, man, why we must sit down for less? Why we must settle for garbage? Why we? That's our country will never better. We entertain too much garbage, even officials in office. The New York Times was first to report the news of the indictment on Wednesday night. Adams was previously denied any wrongdoing, and he has repeated that he told members of his campaign and administration to follow the law. In a video statement Wednesday night, Adams was defiant and said that the charges will be entirely false. Based on lies. I always knew that if I stood my ground for New Yorkers, that I would be a target, and a target I became. He said, if I am charged, I am innocent, and I will fight this with every ounce of my strength and spirit. People, let the court prove this, but nobody got prison. Nobody get in trouble, say them guilty. They all say them innocent. Yeah? Like I said, every man is proven is innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. The indictment represents a dramatic fall from grace for the mayor of America's largest city and a stunning accusation against one of the nation's most high-profile offices. Adams, a former New York Police Department captain, took office in January 22 and presented himself as the new face of the Democratic Party, promising a tough on crime approach and a commitment to revitalizing the city after Big C pandemic. Ah, boy. Yet he has struggled to resolve the city key challenges such as the migrant crisis and concern about subway safety, and has faced criticism for his late night partying and clashes over city spending, particularly on education. He once described himself as the Biden of Brooklyn, but he has increasingly criticized the Biden administration and the federal government over its handling of the immigration issue. Now, nearly 3 years into his first term, Adam is facing at least one federal charge that jeopardizes his ability to remain in office. The threat is political and threatens his political career. The indictment could also play a role in the coming election, as control of the U.S. House of Representatives could come down to several close New York races. Adams was at Gracie Mansion when word of the indictment broke Wednesday night. Adams had not been formally informed of the indictment when the news broke, multiple sources told CNN. In the immediate, the mayor is expected to have several days to turn himself in. According to sources familiar with the case, he is not expected to appear in court Thursday. Prosecutors previously informed his attorneys that if charged, he would be summoned to surrender at a future date, multiple sources told CNN. On Thursday morning, federal investigators went to Gracie Mansion, the mayor's official residence, and are believed to have executed a search warrant and served the mayor with a summons, according to a law enforcement official. They spent more than 3 hours inside, according to sources. Adams remained huddled with his legal team and a senior aide at Gracie Mansion, the source said. Alex Spiro, a lawyer for Adams, criticized the search, saying it was an effort to create spectacle and take the mayor's phone when he would have happily turned it in. He has not been arrested and looks forward to his day in court. Spiro said, when asked on Tuesday if he was concerning resigning. Adams said, I'm stepping up, not stepping down. Black Negroes, man. Even so, several prominent New York political figures, including U.S. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, have already called for his resignation. You see that? Everybody now come around him, come huddle, like we say I go on Jamaica. A politician that keep the country dirty, not the people. I was reasoning with my brethren the other day and he say, Carlos, you know, say if ever a bad leader, the people will follow them because the people are like sheep. If Jamaica get a good people, the people will change because the people are like sheep. Jamaica people need good leadership, honest leadership. No politician now huddle around this brother right now. None. You can't put a career around this. In Jamaica, they don't care. The world boss huddle around Andrew Honest. Make a little infomercial. I talk about man honest and him have integrity and them trust him. People don't see the infomercial with the labor right them put. With so much of them in night, I can't wait for play for showing them. I can't wait for showing the infomercial that the labor right them put together, huddling around a corrupt man. Look what Andrew Honest do. Look what this mayor do. When crime? What is this man crime? If I was reading out Andrew Honest crime, wouldn't stop now, you know. Can rap sheet long. What this man did. Sources. Adams' lawyer met with senior DOJ official in attempt to stave off charges. Lawyers for Adams met with senior official of the Justice Department last week in a bid to stave off federal criminal charges. Multiple sources familiar with the meeting told CNN. The meeting between Adams' lawyers Boyd Johnson and Brendan Maguire came after they met with the U.S. attorney's office in Manhattan and were told prosecutors plan to seek an indictment of the mayor, the source said. Prosecutors in Washington informed the mayor's attorneys that their appeal was denied, the source said. The U.S. attorney's office is conducting an investigation, but because Adam is a sitting politician, the Justice Department would be involved in any decision to file charges. In Jamaica, the same politician them shutting down them own investigation. Can you imagine the illicit aid? In a parliament, a vote against an investigation into them. Remember them come out a vote against the furthering of the investigation without, they don't want to go to feed. They vote against the Integrity Commission report escalate to the Federal Financial Investigation Division. Criminal in an office who want an investigation themselves got a chance to vote against an investigation into them. Imagine if me a criminal, I'm going to get a chance to vote no and an investigation into me. Wouldn't do it. Jamaica can never be better until you get criminal out of office. That's the problem. That's the problem. And if we continue like this, if PNP come in, they're doing the same thing. The same thing. This must not be allowed to stand. If rappers can drop P. Diddy, worker jump ship from the mayor, even before he get indicted. Now Jamaica, this whole bus right there, so them do an infomercial, circling a wagon, round a crooked prime minister. Let's continue. Former U.S. Senator Bob Menendez was also allowed to surrender and be arraigned on bribery and corruption charges. You know, hear that? You never know. You never hear about Bob Menendez. You never hear about him. You never hear about him. In a Jamaica, politicians are them. I bend the arm that is supposed to hold them accountable. At them, I bend the arm that is supposed to clean up a country. At them, I destroy it from within. But you see them circling wagon around corruption when a rapper run left PDD. Politician I tell this brother New York me have to step down. Nobody at Jamaica. No integrity. Nobody with no character. No, man, then you see why the country is the way it is. Former U.S. Senator Bob Menendez was also allowed to surrender and be arraigned on bribery and corruption charges several days after prosecutors announced a grand jury returned an indictment charging the then sitting senator last year. The charges were announced on Friday and he was arraigned the following Wednesday. You see how politicians deal with up here, sir? Me not say them not corrupt, you know, but you see when them grab them. You see when them grab them. Nobody now come hug them and say, oh, Bob Mendes is a man of integrity. He's a good man, you trust him. Do you hear no politician that come say Bob Mendes is a man with them love and him have character? Who you see I do that? But in Jamaica, the dirty boss here, the whole of them surround corruption. Jamaica can't better. Jamaica cannot be better like this. The mayor legal troubles began last year, but escalated earlier this month. Because listen, when trouble or started trouble, may I say if it's anything like such man, even one of such man allegation where we're area, so you'd have to come out of office. You couldn't stay. The mayor legal troubles began last year, but escalated earlier this month, when top members of his staff at City Hall, including top deputy mayors, a senior advisor, and the school's chancellor, received search warrants and had their phones seized by federal investigators. You know, I get that in Jamaica. Because politicians themselves are work the levers, yeah, against the people towards your favor. When investigators like Integrity Commission people cannot get information, they are working against the people. Integrity Commission and FID, are we them a work for people? Are we them a work for? Fill with them. I feel them job to make sure the politician a thief. And get rid of Andrew Ones and all them kind out of office. The first sign of trouble for Adams came in November 2023, when federal investigators zeroed in on his chief campaign fundraiser, Brianna Suggs, and executed a search warrant at her home. Multiple law enforcement officials previously told CNN. Suggs has not been charged with any crimes. Investigators from the FBI's Public Corruption Squad seized phones, computers, tablets, and files from Suggs, according to sources. Agents also executed numerous search warrants at her home and businesses throughout the New York area in connection with investigation, officials said. Did the Integrity Commission go Andrew Ones' yard? Did they go up on the man yard go seize all electronics? We don't start the investigation for the brother there, you know. Because if a suck crime fighter Jamaica, we don't want them type of crime fighting there. You have to start scrape up some things, don't get some serious thing at my Jamaica. Search warrant at the prime minister yard, politician yard, them friend yard. Okay, so them do yes, sir? Them go up on the outside and then them come in. Them seek that electronics. That where them can find some communication with the mayor, because them smell something that smell good. So they went from the outside and then them come in. Jamaica can be better people. May I try to show you. Politicians themselves harbor, support, continue with this corruption. Like my brethren there, they say, if we get a good leader, the people are like sheep, we will follow goodness. We will be a good nation. If we get a bad leader, what about legalize Obia, some more agreement and clerks, and a thief in the office, Radam, you know if you do the drift, make you do the dirt. A leader like that is a bad leader. The whole country will become bad. The people are like sheep. Jamaica want good leadership. One of the companies searched in November 2023 was a KSK construction group in Brooklyn. Law enforcement officials said the construction and development company has built apartments and condos throughout the city. They say, I wanted them search such man real good. I wanted them find all the stuff. Eh? Did they went to such man house? Did they get electronics? Are them type of investigation they want at Jamaica? Nothing less. That's why we say the Integrity Commission need more power. Me, Mark Golden said, I give them more power when they win a coming office. Me, I look to see it. I hope him give them type of powers. Those type of powers, more office the Integrity Commission get, you know. Them are the feed, you know. Working together, you know. Them the type of energy more office the feed get, you know. Go here, go kick off our door with batter and ramp, you know. Go creep up anything, documents and sit up in there, you know. on behalf of the people. We can't have a better Jamaica if it not been handled this kind of way. With a fine-tooth comb. Stop playing Jamaican people in an office of fattening on yourself and a shield on yourself from persecution. Tearing down every arm of accountability where the government have in place. So, people, this is a long thing in a CNN, how it long. So, we're not going to go deep down in it. We're not going to go no further in it. But I just want to show you the difference with Jamaica and here. Yeah? I just want to show you the difference between integrity of foreign and our justice in Jamaica and abroad. You can't go out there and defend the indefensible. Everybody come out there, Jamaica, all of them, put their wagon behind Andrew Holness. Make we go back. What was the crime for the mayor? What was the crime? Because no me here now wait for the crime. I don't want to see the crime because, well, there was crime. Yeah, they might talk about what? Campaign funding and some link with Turkey and all them things there. I them think they might talk, you know. In a Jamaica, they might think about them not even make news. In a Jamaica, these things will not make news. Eh? Look for Andrew Holness crime. Just look for all this one I'm about to play for, you know, with him parents them. This alone make you get arrested, you know, brother. Andrew Holness shoot it in an office, boy. Yeah. Listen to this and his parents. And the man still in the office and the liberate them circle and wagon around this man. One should be ashamed of the goddamn self.
So there are two separate investigations that emanated from the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. I want you to discuss that first and tell us what were those two separate investigations. One relates to the omission of information for which the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled, and then the second investigation was around illicit enrichment.
Well, I would say on the 4 accounts, there were 2 related to his parents put his name on, one with a former constituency manager and another one. Now, it's important to look at the detail. The Director of Investigation said he brought to Mr. Holness's attention on 3 occasions that his name was in fact on the accounts. And in spite of that, Mr. Holness did not declare those as part of his declaration. Secondly, and even more importantly, the Director of Investigation found that in 2 of those accounts, monies were flowing through the accounts from accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness and 2 accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness. So in essence, he's saying Mr. Holness said he knew nothing about these accounts, but funds are flowing in the region of millions of dollars. Deposits put in today, taken out the following week. 2 accounts controlled solely by him. So the question is, was Mr. Holness being truthful when he said, well, it's my parents' account and I don't know anything about it?
So people, now the indictment is unsealed. I'm going to read a few lines for you guys. From CNBC News. Eric Adams' indictment unsealed. New York mayor charged in campaign contribution scheme. Campaign contribution scheme. On here, a whole thing, them point finger upon such man, you know. Some serious thing, you know. But politicians, them go around him and say, him honest. Jamaican politicians, them say him honest. Me say, history is not going to be kind to you guys. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted on criminal charges in federal court in Manhattan. The FBI raided his Gracie mansion residence and seized his phone as part of the case, which Turkish community and Turkish businessmen who allegedly exerted influence on Adams. If Adams resigned before his first term in office ends, he will be succeeded by New York City Public Advocate Jermaine Williams as acting mayor. A federal indictment charging New York City Mayor Eric Adams with a campaign with a campaign contribution scheme, bribery, and other crimes was unsealed Thursday morning, hours after FBI raided his Gracie mansion residence and seized his phone. The 57-page indictment accuses Adams of 5 criminal counts related to contributions to the Democrats' 2021 mayoral campaign and other conduct going back as far as 2014 when he was Brooklyn Borough president. Now, in Jamaica, these criminals in office telling the Integrity Commission say them can't go back so far and all them things. You hear? You hear? They went back as far because you have to go back to really understand where someone has come back. You see? You see? They now pet up this brother. In yet to face the court. Go iron out it to see if him guilty or I'm not guilty. But you know, see nobody run round and talk about this brother is innocent and him have integrity. Jamaican politicians don't have no integrity. Nobody upon the bus. If them believe say a man whose name is calling and crap like this have integrity. And the mayor of New York have to step down and everybody run from him like him smell like Riverton dump. These are the things. Call and feed them prime minister upon the bus and I hit them a hug up. Come out with infomercial, how much them love, dear Lord. Everybody kissing ring. Jamaican politicians just expose them corrupt self.
What happened to borrowed money? Now, the other transaction which concerned me was the one where the account was opened at NCB. It was opened with no money in it. And I didn't know you could open an account with no money in it. A couple of days later, there was a deposit of a little over 143,000 US dollars, which came from SSL. And in the context of the discussions which we have been having about SSL, I believe that the Prime Minister needs to address this and explain how and why that money came into his account from SSL. It was deeply concerning to me, and I'm sure that it must be deeply concerning to all the people who not only lost money, but know people who lost money. And you know the number one concern is what happened to borrowed money.
I'm calling for the strengthening of the FID and the Integrity Commission. They want more strength. Where they can go politician, yeah, go creep up laptop, take away your phone and all that. Jamaica people, don't you want to see that? Don't you want to see that this type of law enforcement in Jamaica? No boy can hide. When the Federal Financial Investigation Division can go politician, yeah, go creep up laptop and phone, kick off door going, they no care who. I could have my mama or my papa. Wouldn't you want to see that, people? Wouldn't you want to see this type of law enforcement in Jamaica? Eh? Wouldn't you like to see this type of accountability in our country? But because of Jamaica, we don't have to see it. Eh? These boys here upon the bus are keep the country corrupt and stained and dirty. And not until them go to prison, the country now go better. And them keep the country in the condition where in there. And them are the actor, you know. You think of the criminal them? You think of the youth them in the ghetto? Are the real criminal them here, you know? Are the real bad breed them of Jamaica, you know? These are the bad breed. Mashing up the country. When you can go behind, circle no wagon behind corruption. Freaking embarrassing. Well, may have more information on this story. This one is coming from The Guardian. New York Mayor Eric Adams faces calls to resign after corruption charges. The New York City Mayor Eric Adams facing mounting calls for his resignation Thursday as federal agents launched a pre-dawn raid on the mayor's Manhattan mansion, and he was indicted on corruption charges. Federal agents early on Thursday swept in to search Adams' official residence, a stunning move that capped a lengthy corruption investigation into whether the mayor and others may have conspired with the Turkish government to funnel illegal foreign money into his campaign. I wonder if them a look on such man in Jamaica. I wonder if them a watch them boy. Them boy have foundation in Jamaica. Dark money are going there. Dark money are go to camp foundation in Jamaica. So he tell me in Jamaica, we need to start looking at them area too. Me want the FID and Integrity Commission get more power. Them boy are talk about they want to mash it up. for them own a damn corruption. You know, if you come out of office, the wall of honor. I just fought that only, you know. Move up. Only thing could be. We don't corrupt self. Them want to neuter the Integrity Commission more than give it, instead of them giving it power. In the indictments, alleges Adams took illegal campaign contributions and bribes from foreign nationals in exchange for favors that included helping Turkish officials get fire safety protocols for a new public building, diplomatic building in the city. What? The indictment alleges Adam took illegal campaign contributions and bribes from foreign nationals in exchange for favors that include helping Turkish officials get fire safety approvals for a new diplomatic building in New York. How much bribe you think them boy a take? How much bribe you think them boy a Jamaica take? How much bribe you think them take? Mr. Jamaica want a good dig up. Not until the Integrity Commission and the FID is strengthened to rigorously and vigorously go after our money, poor people, and we them a work for. And the closest thing we ever work for, you hear? The FID and the Integrity Commission. You hear me? Closer than your councillor, closer than the MP. Yeah? Them need to be strengthened, not tear down. Because if the PNP go in and operate the same way, me know on the one if you work the same way on your guys' behalf. So be careful what we are doing, boy. I follow thieving politicians where we not get none of them money. We not control none of them 28 accounts. And I follow politicians for tear down sitting where I rap from Uno must have damn idiot. The search at Gracie, a mansion and Upper East Side began at about 6 a.m. just hours before the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and officials from the FBI and the city's Department of Investigation, them turn up the fire upon him, man, were expected to announce federal charges against Adams and unseal the indictment against him. The news radio station 1010 Winds reported that the charges against Adams were probably under the Foreign Agents Registration Act, the FARA. This is a FARA. Remember about the FARA Act? All right. Foreign Agents Registration Act. Authorities have also sought information about Adams' interactions with Israel, China, Qatar, South Korea, and Uzbekistan, according to the New York Times. The outlet, citing a search warrant reported in early November 2023, the federal authorities were investigating the possible acceptance by Adams' 2021 campaign of illegal donations, including by the Turkish government. Adams, a Democrat, who would become the first of the city's 110 mayor to be criminally charged. Rotted. The first. Why black people always be the first, man? Might be the first 110 mayor to be criminally charged in New York. And while in office, so it said he expected to be charged with federal crimes and declared he was innocent. He added that if charges were filed, they would be entirely false, based on lies. He vowed to remain in office while fighting them. Such man style that, you know. Members of the Democrats' progressive wing, including the Bronx representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, called for Adams to resign. People, when stuff like this at my foreign, a member in their own party, I tell them to resign first. And then first I tell them to go. Not like Jamaica. The man, them, you ever see nobody a foreign put out nothing for Trump yet. Like, as much as the Republican them love Trump. When Trump go through trouble, me never see them put out no infomercial. I say, oh, them love them dear leader. He's a man of integrity. And that me see the labor right then did. Circle and wagon around Andrew Ones full time. And that me see them did. Them have a look commercial where them say, Andrew Ones is a man of integrity. When even if one Democrat are telling him to step away, don't bring no stain to the office. That's what they should have been telling Andrew Ones. But it seems as if everybody doing the same thing. Why see anything wrong with Andrew Ones? I do. The only way you can see wrong, unless you're doing the same thing, I think it's right. We say the only way they can see he's wrong unless they are doing the same thing and thinking it's right. Nobody want to go down. Nobody want to investigate it. They don't want to investigate it to go even far back. Ocasio-Cortez said that after the resignation of several city officials, including the police commissioner, I do not see how Mayor Adams can continue governing New York City. A Democrat, listen. Show me one pan the bus here where I tell such man to take the exit. That's why Jamaica stays so. Be a corrupt actor in an officer in a clean clothes, smelly. Can amount of perfume and cologne can sweet up a dirty character. The bus so stink. That is Jamaica problem. Not the youth that we bust the gun. They're gonna come through because of this dirty bus so. The crime happen in Jamaica because of this dirty bus so. The blood leak in Jamaica because of this dirty bus so. Give we a good leader and say if the youth don't do good. Give you a bad leader and we start strive for bad. A leader will talk about legalize obia, talk about clerks, some more agreement, bring some type of sexuality to youth them in a school. That's the type of leader. They are Jamaica. We want a different leader now. So, like me tell you before, when it just started, everybody run left. The brother. Everybody run left the brother when it just started, people. And you want to tell me, say, with this brother a crime. Listen, crime, no man.
This is actually one of the more disturbing features because what the investigation of the Integrity Commission has revealed is that funds were used from a charity. It's called Positive Foundation, Positive Jamaica Foundation. A charity which, by definition, would have charitable purposes. And some funds in the region of approximately $32,000 US dollars were diverted to pay for a bond in the name of Mr. Honus.
Or his company, his personal company.
And I believe at some point it may have been either in his or his personal holding company, which he owns 100%. And it remained in that form for the life of the bond until it was called. And it was only after the bond had been redeemed and that transaction was now, in a sense, extinct.
Is it reasonable?
Closed. That, just allow me to finish, that upon questioning by the director of investigation that an attempt was made to repay that charitable foundation. So approximately 4 years had elapsed when the funds from the charitable foundation had been used to partially pay for a bond in the name of or for the benefit of Mr. Honus.
And the interest payments on the bond went into him or his personal company's account. And it's only when the Integrity Commission itself looked into this thing and said, hey, but some of the funding for this, $32,000 US of the $94,000 US cost of the bond came from a charity with which Mr. Honus is very closely associated as a director. That the necessary rearrangements of the thing were done and the money was returned to the charity. So for several years, he declared that bond as being his or his company's, and he received the payments under that bond.
And the phone me have here, Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, what do you think about all this development we are going away country, my brother? Talk to me. You like?
Carlos, I'm surprised that the press conference and everything that on both sides, the JLP is happening to me, Carlos. That unless they don't read the report, the only thing I can blame them on, they don't read the report. Because if they read the report, there's no way they should attach themselves against this wagon. This corrupt wagon. How can a man open a bank account without no money in it?
Talk to me about that.
It's a couple of days, 100 US afloat to it. Carlos, these are criminal activity going on here. So there's a lot of players. There's a lot of players involved in this, Carlos.
No players.
This is not me and you, know. This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Let that sink in, bro. And everybody back in the Prime Minister. Every one of the members of Parliament or the administration back in the Prime Minister here, like it's okay. It's like criminality. It's like criminality in Jamaica. It's a 9-to-5 job. Yep. It's legal. Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing is wrong with what the Prime Minister do. That's what these people on the bus are tell you. So what I tell you about them, my brother?
Everybody's getting handout from it, man. Everybody involved in it. I can't pinpoint one man and say no, I don't believe. Carlos, the man in my race. Hell, the man in my back, the Prime Minister. What? Look on the report. Even man who can read and you read the film and you talk it and you understand. Knowing that it's a criminal activity. How can you prosecute the lady? They said, boy, there's nothing to prosecute here.
Corruption prosecution.
Man, from I was born, I never knew one man could have 28 bank account.
28 bank account, brother.
Carlos, this man now working Jamaica, man. This man working for himself. The man in no time. The man do transaction 4 times a day.
4 times a day.
Jesus Christ.
3 years.
Thinking, bro.
4 times a day for the past 3 years. No work now going for the people. No, me I wonder why the country mash up so. No work now going for it, my brother. We are pay man to get rich half a week in an office. Why we are pay man to do their own business?
The Prime Minister talk and kind of bullshit, man. The Prime Minister talk the talk when he was opposition. He talk everything that everybody want to hear. Say yes, he want to transform Jamaica, move from corruption. He say no, go about no corruption in the cabinet. Nothing like that. Impeachment, everything. 100 days promise. But boy, my God, I don't. And everybody defending the Prime Minister like.
So let me ask a question, my brother. Can you open an account in Canada with no money down?
Are you crazy, man? Are you psycho, man? Are you psycho?
Can anybody open an account in America with no money down? Jamaica or out there? Jamaica, come on, I know for some new policy where the NCB come in with what we don't know about. Come in and go, let me know everything, Mr. Gray. Me want to ask Jamaican people, did NCB come in with a new bank account policy where you can just open an account with not even a penny in it?
I don't think so, sir. There's no one we heard. But and a couple of days after money walk through it, money start go through it. There's a lot of players in this, man. There's a lot of players. This thing is not no normal thing, you know.
That thing wants to be investigated. To me, it wants a real dig up. I believe the Integrity Commission now they can't go so far because they might give them a hard time. This is sitting there really want a real rotor route of it dig up everybody for the bus.
The Prime Minister not answer no question, bro. The Prime Minister not answer any questions. The Prime Minister not answering the Integrity Commission questions. That's why I say, no, man, I'm tired. I'm going to refer to somebody else, man, because I go east, I go west, I ask you several questions, but you're not giving me the information that I needed. Well, I mean, yo, from I was born and growing, I never knew a Prime Minister would have found himself in that situation.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah, go.
Answer me. The Prime Minister have 28 account.
Hey.
With his name alone on it.
What
I'm team wife? They separated.
Well, it's alleged that our name not upon him property them to him up will it PR. Will it now will something like that. Those are allegations that are circle social media. Man a star apple, you know. The man a star apple, such man a star apple. Mean.
So hold on. So there's no bank account with him and him wife on it.
We don't know, you know, because if him have 28, more have to know how much his wife have. Normally, women have more than men. I'm more have to know how much joint they got. I'm more have to know how much foreign account. So this is what I need some bigger. Brother, that one I need some real rotor route of dig it up. But we're gonna find out the foreign account, the foreign account, the offshore account. Brother, we don't know nothing yet. We not this is the beginning here, man.
You want deep dive in?
This one deep dive.
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. What you think about experience them, and this money will flow through like a tunnel through them account, from his account to their account back to his account.
Everybody needs to get investigated, Carlos. Every one of them needs investigation thoroughly. This not that's gonna be slight like today and it's over with. This needs thorough investigation because money is moving, you know. It's not like the money is stagnant and the money are move like fast on the same boat, you know. As the money go down the bank account, them are moving, you know.
Yeah, man.
Move go down, come back, so this is dangerous, man.
Move more money. I mean, every time I said, the bank no flag nothing. Money I move so on. All this and the bank no flag it. Bank open without zero night and then money coming out days after the bank no flag nothing in Jamaica. So
I'm gonna use this medium. Nigel Clark, Andrew Wellness. Give back the race. Me no get bad penalty. Put back the race.
Yeah, man.
No need no money. Put back the people in the money. Put back the raise. The country can't afford the raise, man. Put back the raise, man. Give back the poor people the money. How much money do you want? You got almost $1 billion now, Mr. Prime Minister, took his what's going on. Allegation is out there that you put one. Prime Minister, put back the raise, man.
Yeah, man, put it, man. Can't afford it. Jesus Christ. Can't afford the raise. Can't afford the pay raise. We can't afford the pay raise. You think your company we are working, my brother, I'm going to look for you and give 200 to 300% raise if they don't want bankrupt? If the company want bankrupt? The man look for the country in the time when the country a buckle, because last year the taxes were coming, revenue dip, corporate taxes dip, and them know that. So in order to take the money and we feel good about it, then get right up in the Miami Herald about Jamaica, the financial superpower of the Caribbean, knowing that economy do good. That's why there's a hole in the budget this year. Look how wicked them be. They have to give it back the whole time they're rich.
The Jamaican people need to demand back the money. Because they're rich. They're not rich. They're super rich.
Yep.
They don't need money, man. They're super rich.
They don't need the money, no. Klepto. Go in a store with a pocket full of money and go thief ice cement. Klepto. Does have a thief. Klepto. I think, you know what maybe this that happen? Because they know hella come. So they don't have to make it look like this enormous raise what them get. Give them wealth. But sorry.
He's a brilliant young man. He's a brilliant young man. That's why the raise. That's all about the raise, because they want to say, yeah man, the raise and we get too much money, no one with that. That's how it's nonsense.
Rape the people them to cover them dirt. And that I go on and say, take the raise because they know them under investigation to make it look like say them raise, give them what them get. For the neck of the Jamaican people, give back the raise because take the raise under false pretense. Last year, Jamaica was not the financial superpower of the Caribbean. You've got dipping tax revenue, but you guys did not tell the people them that until this year when we see the budget have a hole in it. They never tell me say we now get taxes last year from corporate taxes are coming slow.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
So wouldn't that be like them take the money on a false pretense?
That's what they said.
But look at this. This is brother here. Imagine Auntie Dana collect money from people to build house and take the money spent on herself. What would they do with Auntie Dana? What would they do with Auntie Dana? Remember them are blame her for this and that, and I know we don't see no proof or nothing. You know. Nobody can come with no proof. The man get foundation money, charity money, brother. The man rich. Brother, the man rich. Look what poor people living in the man constituency, the man take charity money by bonds.
No, you see why real reader come back around. No, you see. It's a web. It's the same thing, you know. Real reader being family and this and driver them in a bank account. It's the same thing with that control. There's no difference.
You think?
It's a trend that him and doing.
I feel say other people on the bus doing the same thing because them learn from the best. What would have stopped them from if you up at top there, you're the boss, and every day I load up a chunk off a company property and I go home with things where I thief.
Yes.
You can't stop me from thief, bro.
That's right. Because the man is like, main reason about this, the man is a stand. The man is not no prime minister. The cabinet knows that they're not rating, there's nothing he can say to them. He can't move none of them because they know the type of person he is. It's a fact. He knows the cabinet long time, you know. He knows the cabinet long time. Because a lot of reports come out, a lot of poll with the ministers, and he can't move not one person. So that to show you that he lose the cabinet because of him deeds and him ways and everything. Look, you know, the FID, I've reported Andrew Wallace, you know. Everything I've reported Andrew Wallace, you know, bro. What do you think will happen here? The FID don't have a executor, a male executor. The executor is running off a man who are acting in the position. They're looking for a person for Minister of Finance and the FID who the Prime Minister controls.
Look here. Look.
The man circling himself with everybody around him.
Yeah, man.
That is.
But me say all the time, a criminal organization if you have all the players them in position.
Okay.
Yeah.
We might unpick them, you know. He unpick them. And people that are about the Indicted Commissioner at PMP. So no. Andrew always unpick all of them. He unpick them.
Of course. I'm a micromanager, you know. You saw what office in them office when not that are understaffed. Even the feed.
That's what I tell you. Feed is on your office. In your office. The man, I cannot understand. 19 minutes in the man office. Where about you them thing up in 2024 year, man. One prime is at 19 office in the office.
Plus in business and a 28 account and a 4 transaction a day. How does that work?
How that going to work? Me, when Andrew was just company scene as a young man, I like him vibrant, I like him energy, I like everything. Give him a chance, man. Oh my God. If somebody tell me that this don't turn out to me, I say I lie. That's fair. Lick down people's house. This mash up people around sentence. None for poor people survivor. Not to regularize them and say, okay, boss, when you pay a little taxes more, I know the money cut up the people raft. Go back, poor more, go buck down the little girl house. The little girl say, me say every time I see the little girl cry, tears come on me high. 300 in my pay, he not no money. Or the Prime Minister bring the little girl in a parliament and give her around a matches box. And when remember the day before him say I pay a criminal, and the next day he go back and say there's no criminal here. Well, this man is sick, man. This man is sick, man. This man is not a human. This man is sick, man.
Jesus. Eh?
This man need to go, man.
This
man need to go. Resign. It's not going away. Resign, sir. Do the right thing. No matter what you tell him. You're on an investigation. They have to step away.
Yes, you can't be over this. You can't investigate yourself. Because that is it. If you don't step away, you overfeed. You cannot investigate yourself. No, sir.
Step away, man.
Have to step away, Prime Minister.
Step away. I'm going to come back. That rim to step away. But you promise you have to step away. You have to do the honorable thing.
Yeah, man.
It's not rocket science, man.
I agree.
It's protocol. You can step away. You can't talk to the minister. The minister don't want to hear you. Until you clear Mr. Prime Minister. It's a protocol, man.
So as Larkland suggests right here, say, also notice a Democrat indicting a Democrat. Democrat indicting a Democrat. Remember, Fim Party in a power now, you know?
Okay.
A Democrat. We can't see this in a Jamaica for our country. Country over corruption and politics. Eh?
If the guy, the Prime Minister in a parliament said he might go look and some measures about the Indicted Commission, like he want to touch it. But I hear this brother from PMP, General Secretary Cam, said if I one thing him know, and I one thing him I tell Jamaican people, that's the only time he will take to the street if them try to touch the Indicted Commission. And I agree with him.
Mm.
Do not touch the Integrity Commission.
Yep.
You don't know, sir, boss.
Do not touch the Integrity Commission. Brother, them sit them make go road, go protest up here, so, you know. I swear to God. Them they sit them make we call to action. If they try to do that, you know, we'll go back a road. Me call Dr. Francis and Herb Nelson and the crew and a road where I go. Call to action.
Yes,
if they ever try that, the road where I go protest up here, so, you know.
And I will join it. I will join it.
We have a road, you know.
Yes, sir.
If we try to neuter the Integrity Commission out of the corruption, you know, we have a road of foreign again, you know. Call to action, you know.
Ask the Prime Minister and our investigator, and you want to trouble the commission. You want to make amendment and adjustment for what? It's there for holding no crooked politician. A full time.
Me say if they touch the Integrity Commission of Jamaica, if they touch the Integrity Commission of Jamaica and want to interfere with this investigation, we are got a road. We are got a road. And it's a protest that going to be big.
Yes, sir.
This protest will be bigger than any protest you guys have ever seen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jamaica is at a crossroad now, my brother. Jamaica is at a crossroad. Choose which way we go. This is the first time, my brother, we get something like this. This is for the people. The Integrity Commission, none of a politician, you know. Because none of them like to be investigated. They say, doing Vaz come out there, then they begs. Not true. When Bunting get film dig up, in begs. Not true.
Yes.
But the Integrity Commission is not to make them feel happy, brother. It's not to make a feel, you know. A feel, you know. The people. It's the closest thing we have working for us, my people, is the Integrity Commission to make sure, say, Mark Golden, Andrew Honest, anybody in the future, go in there and do wrong. Them get dealt with the same way I want to see them get more power, where they can go a politician yard, go seize electronics, go dig up the place, and lock up people. That's the power I want to see them get.
Yes. I agree for the first time the churches come out yesterday. I was listening to your program. And he said, do not touch the Integrity Commission.
Yep.
Mr. Prime Minister.
All the church.
Yes. The church came out. Finally. So it's bad. If you touch the Prime Minister, if you try to touch the Integrity Commission,
we are got a road. We are got a road up here. We are got a road. It won't be business as usual. We will be called to act again. We are got a road, a foreign. Yeah. We will be acting. As a matter of fact, I call Dr. Francis and Brother Nelson when we're done, and we're going to have a discussion, and we're going to call a meeting and get ready. We're getting ready.
I'm ready.
We're getting ready.
Serious.
If you think we're not going to tear down the integrity, the one little thing for whole the country, these boys accountable, they want to thief same way. Eh? What do they want? When you say Democrat, up as I said, Democrat got prison until they step down. Democrat.
What I'm saying, it's normal. The Prime Minister should step away. But I cannot believe not even one of the members said, Mr. Prime Minister, guess what? You have to walk away, man. You have to. None of the 49 now. Not even one, Carlos.
Not one with integrity.
Not even one.
No, it tell you that everybody in their busy fat in their pocket. That's what they look like. If you go put your wagon around, let me tell you something. I'm here talk about this all the time. So the other day I tell Wayne, producer Wayne, I say, Wayne, if you ever hear say, I ask the same thing. If I ever hear say, Carlos involved in a little picnic, you talk to me again? I may have the same last name. Me and this man have the same last name. Me say if I ever hear something involved in a certain thing, my brother, if you talk to me again. You're going to be embarrassed and shamed the day you know me, that you ever have been named your phone number, my number in your phone. You are going to be embarrassed that you ever talk to me. All the time you be talking to me. You're going to be embarrassed you ever know me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Circle the wagon around corruption to continue to steal from the Jamaican people. Eh? And it's okay.
It's okay. No one listen, yo, man. Man, this is Mr. Prime Minister. Boy, I never know, but man, he wasn't working for us, man. You have your own business. 3 years, four time acting.
Brother.
3 years. Brother thinking, man.
4 times a day for 3 years. Look here. What time if I have to do with work? Every road at Jamaica mash up, the whole country mash up, every ministry mash up, and accident people. This somebody that going there for work. For us. The brother now do nothing for us. He not care about us. If the man get even charity money and use it, that means he want to burial money. Want to big C money. When you see want to burial money, no, now no get none.
That boy a loot out take away from him. You think he might go the loot? When we done with him, he not go have a dollar left. We are serious. So anyone who knows.
Mr. Man.
I bet
them boy they want to take a trip go to Washington, man. Me not talk about writing a letter. You like they want to take a trip go to Washington, go talk to some politician because anything for my country now, you know. You already see me out there protest already, you know, so we not shame in my game, so me a fight for my country, you know. Eh? We'll hit the road. Call to action. We'll hit the road if them boy ever make any attempt to mess with the Integrity Commission. The world must know how thief will be. And it's not going to be nice this time. We have different placards.
No, enough is enough, man. I cannot believe it. You see, hey, I want thing with the PMP now. Any little disagreement, the party will mash up. I don't like with them. They now hold their hand, they now hold their mouth. But this Labour right here, look where I'm going on the Labour right party. I'm telling you, like, even one of them can say, yo, stand up on your own. PMP parties that give them, we say they will mash you up.
Me see that the campaign one brother the brother Dennis Meadows in this end they and them waters. And them attack and support scamming kind of conversation. Now what Mark Golden do with him?
Move him.
All right. I sat the depend the blogger page and I sat say certain things. What Mark Golden do with him?
Move him.
So you see what I say? So it show that the PNP totally different. All right. Judge Rang beat woman with stool. What Andrew Honest do with him?
Keep him.
Vaz and JC Otis get in trouble for corruption. What the man do with him?
Put him in the office.
What? No, sir. You ever take bad thing, make laugh?
It's the facts, man. It's all there, bro. It's bad. It's bad. But you see the problem? The fish rotten from the head. Everything. You think what everybody knows about the money I'm making? God knows the money I'm making. It's a crabbins. It's a race. People who can get richer. It's a race.
All right. Sonia Jones flinging royal greed. What are the royal greed?
You see, come back. You say, I'm alive and I'm well. I don't go anywhere.
And Dalrymple make an announcement the other day about what? Yeah, pay attention, you know. You need to start your own backside page. Yeah.
In the court. The court finished? The court them finished?
My brother, I don't know if the case gone east, west, north, and south.
Carlos, we need to go to Washington for real, you know.
Me say we have to go to Washington. And then we have to go with this one here. No, sir. We gonna need some help, man. Yeah, brother, me an old man now, you know. Me a 50-year-old. Me no want no care package. No bag with no rice and flour. One toilet paper, one dirty girl in night. And that me want. We don't want no chicken and no fertilizer, no give me no contract. No give me no. Me don't want none of that. It's a better Jamaica more for the youth, them. See?
No handout, boss.
See call center shut down at Jamaica there. See call center shut down at Jamaica there. Almost 2,000 youth out of a job right now at Jamaica call center. Them shut down to AI take over.
But you were talking about this a long time, you know.
A long time.
What's going to happen when it?
Bad God.
Look how you feel they do for a long time, for a couple months.
Yeah, man. Me talk to them, man. Me not obey, man, but we could have see things.
Me say, if we have to go to Washington, we have to go to Washington. We heard that Washington.
Me say if we go to Washington, we go to Washington. I swear to God. Them boy and I go stay down there. And new to the Integrity Commission. To cover dirty politics. Because if Mark Golden going there, that don't mean it's the same thing we are dealing with the same way, brother. We are at a crossroad. This is people. Our precedent has been set. This never happened before. This is unprecedented, right? Never happened before, but a precedent has been set where a prime minister is about to be held accountable for the crime in office. Or any politician. We have the Integrity Commission, a theory. It will work for the people, not for PNP, not for labor right. Because no PNP, including the latest doing Vaz, was happy when the Integrity Commission come out with his report. Labor right not happy. The Integrity Commission job is not to make them happy. is for the people.
Question. They're not getting paid, Carlos. These politicians, they're not getting paid. That's a question. They're not getting paid.
Of course, taxpayers are paid. And all type of allowance. They don't pay for phone. They don't pay for house. They don't pay for this, transportation. We take care of them, you know. Bro, we take care of them, you know. They take care of themselves.
I remember man, one private car, $5 million for a phone bill. Carlos, enough is enough. Something have to fuck. Something I don't want to cuss, something have to keep.
Speak your mind, yeah, man. Cause sometimes they make me want to do the same thing too.
Something have to give. $5 million used for phone bill. $5 million.
Not even when I call pawn site, them they sit there so much. Eh? Not even when I call naked girl. Eh? Come on, man. I want $1 million for phone bill. And the poor people of Jamaica just take it, and them boy, I think it's okay if you continue to ravage the country. Brother, can you imagine the boss here? If one man can have 28 accounts, how much account you think they on a bus here?
Why?
How much account you think they on a bus here and other people name a hide, just like, because such man hide some of my money in one of the constituency member too, you know, just like a rule, you know. Such man pull a real account to the report, you know. Member say whatever account is not just mama and father, you know. They find one person in constituency member with such manner have them open account to, you know, them have money in them account like a rule did, you know.
One teach one. Remember, I know them. I was have an interview and they asked him about Earl Reed. He said, yes, man, we're still friends. I still taking advice from Earl Reed.
I did that video.
And the man not miss me, you know.
I did that video.
Said, him I take advice still from Earl Reed.
Yep.
Enough is if I forgot Washington, I'll go Washington.
Mr. Man, if I forgot Washington, me call out all Jamaican man. Oh, Washington, where I go? With this a protest, yeah? Oh, Washington, where I go with it? Straight to Washington. And while we are there, we're going to try to see some politician, some politician there. We're dead serious. People, this will be the first protest where me serious about every one of them, you know. But this is one of my life, my grandparents' them life, depend upon it.
Yeah, man.
Look at them gag the people them. Look at them gag them, but them still manage to do them report. And them boy, I come out. What they want to do?
That's the protest about the office with 8 of them. 8.
I want them to know, so we're ready for protest. We ready for protest. I'm firing now. We ready for touch the street. We are called to act. Whenever we see something like this, you guys called to act. We are called to act. That's why it's called call to action. We will go a road. Oh.
It's unbelievable though. Not even one of them come out and say, boy, no, I'm not part of this road, boy. Prime Minister, I'm not part of this. I take myself and come here. Me have some, at least me still have the integrity of the Prime Minister. Me not part of that tree, I'm a Prime Minister. But when I look at it, everybody that deep dive with the Prime Minister, everybody going out and hit the country and neck. They want to crucify them. Sending check to the Indicted Commission. One get called from a long time. Up to now, we know about it. Because at the same kind of attack from the Indicted Commission, they need more securities. They need more protection.
Yes, they do. Because
if America is listening, I mean, what they listen, the program will go far and wide.
Them always listen. I feel them thinking up.
Yes, they need protection. They need more protection. Yes, sir. Because me, when I was born and raised, I raised with manners and respect and discipline. Do not take what is not yours.
That's correct.
Put it back. Because people yard and they ask me hungry. Me say, no, my belly full, I want me hungry. I get teaching from my parents like that.
Yep.
My son now at 28 or 29 years old. Still call me dad. Still walk a straight line. Still what is right. Never steal nothing from nobody. My daughter graduated the other day. Start go to college. With respect, Carlos, I prefer hungry and save my dignity, bro.
That's it.
I prefer walk a straight line. I make a boy call, step upon me and say, this is a black boy, a thief. Because when I name it on your teeth, it's a stigma that can't come off, boy. Never.
That's correct.
You know, the Prime Minister have to do the honorable thing, man. The
Both.
Prime Minister, he the country stand up. Just resign.
The country stagnant right now.
You're not going to something, man. Military. You're not just going.
You see, man, a doctor. So he might have a job then too. See, man, a doctor, brother. So my Nigel up on the same level, you know. So Nigel can look a job for him. No, sir. This is not sustainable. This is not sustainable for my grandpitney them. Me a grandpitney, you know, man. No, sir. No one. Jamaica is at the crossroad now. Where they going to take crooked politicians in office, are you going to accept the Integrity Commission work? Them are work for we people. People, they are working for us. And we them are work for. PNP and Labour not happy with the work. What them are doing when they come out to report on them? Leave them alone. We touch the road.
It takes 3 years, you know. To come with all that. 3 years, they take it back. And what they put into it, you know.
Welcome, Christine.
They put into it back and forth with the Prime Minister, you know. Oh, I write to them, they write back to me, and they write back. That's how the Prime Minister did. And the time that was on an investigation.
Boy, I write back to them, they write back to me, we write love letter. And we're back. Eh? Go on with the student, me soon come back.
It's unbelievable, man. At time, place everything, and I think you see, you see the diet the business here, we need to cut it out. That's what cramp us from a long time. From me, a little boy come up. Oh, my mother PMP, my father GLP, so this and that. No. Jamaican people, let us all vote for issues. Please. Vote for issues, man. If we vote for issues, we're good to go. Now, up here, with that Canada, it's simple and little thing. These people protested, but they protest peacefully. They don't take anything for granted. Stop this PMP and GLP thing, man. Please, Jamaican people. Just listen for a minute until we have a better country. We don't have to send money so every minute God Jamaica. Because my mother not have it, so me have to send it. My brother not have it because he can't have no job. Let us think about that. Let us, because without we up here in Jamaica, that I think, I tell you, because every 2 weeks we have to send money. Every 2 weeks. So let us stop thinking about PMP and GLP. This thing now bringing us nowhere.
People.
No matter how when you cut me, you see green blood. How when you cut me, you see orange blood.
People.
Nonsense.
When you believe something talk to Mr. Gray, I have him for my program, people. That's how we think. We don't think of. Yep.
Come on, man. Stop talking about this. When you cut me, those was a dark days when Penny Wally at night and night. We are living civilized time now, man. Cut out this diarrhea thing. It's not bringing us nowhere.
Tell them. You tell them, my brother.
It's not bringing us nowhere. None here, man. Let us vote for our issues. Let us vote for our grandkids. Our good grandkids.
Tell them.
Stop this PMP and GLP thing, man. They're rich. They're fucking richer than me and you. I wouldn't have a time to fight with them. For what reason?
Like an idiot.
Eh? Are you stupid?
I'll get a one care package.
Come on, man. I'll get a one care package. I want 10,000 to give them and go vote.
I want a shirt. Come on. With an orange or green.
Yes. Come on, man.
We're bigger than that. We have to put yourself in a little box. Why them a thief everything?
Please, but we look forward. We're not going back where we're coming from.
No, sir.
That was a long time ago, man. Let us look forward, man.
Come on, man. Everybody.
Let us come on, man. Let us look forward, man.
No, let me ask you a question.
This thing.
Nah, put it away.
Please.
People,
put us away.
Let me tell you something. That's why we talk to Mr. Gray now. Because we think that alike. Producer Wayne, same way. No diarrhea, nothing. You can't build, if you want better for Jamaica, you can't come talk about no diarrhea. No diarrhea, nothing. At Jamaica, make me cross. For any politician, we cross my people them. Me cross by all of them like a mad dog. Because over the years of PNP Labour right, we want to stop. That's why my reason, Mr. Gray. Come on, enough damn political idiot that talk about me a PNP, or me a Labour right. No. You want somebody good in Jamaica. I mean, no, Mr. Gray support Mark Golden for Prime Minister, don't you?
Of course.
All right. You know him support it.
We have to give him a chance.
All right.
What I'm saying, it's not going to be business as usual.
All right.
No, if you're not producing, we have vote you out.
All right.
I said, God, as I make a speak before you're taking a little break, I start to my Jamaican people, let us stop think about this PMP and JP. Just look at your kids.
Me, I hear you, man.
We're soon gone.
Yeah.
Let us look at our kids, man. We're soon gone.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Please, man.
Please. We are let them feel. We are let the youth them feel, brother. We are let the youth them feel. Because generation we are left back here. So much of thief, everything. Even charity. Look here. When me hear say the man take the charity money and spend for himself, you know. He man take you go buy food, you know, because I'm hungry. And the man go buy more bonds. Take the profit off of it. Take the profit off of the bonds. The whole life of the bond, 4 years. It make interest off of it. The interest, you know, and everything, you know, put in them account. Money people give you, they give people. When I hear about that, you know, I say, rotted. It give me a clear understanding of what really happened to the big C money and the barrel money. Not now come to the people, them.
Question?
Yes, sir.
In this constituency, there's still zinc fence there?
Yeah. Of course, zinc fence still there about on the place.
Jesus Christ.
Zinc fence still there about there.
What kind of parties prime minister I have? That's what I'm telling you, I don't know what people are voting right now. Jamaican people, stop voting PMP and jail. Vote for infused.
Yeah, man. Zinc fence still there everywhere.
28 account. I'm still having zinc fence.
PNP constituency and Liberate constituency still have zinc fence.
Still have zinc fence.
Yeah, man. Still have zinc fence and brother, a tenement yard. I grew up in there, you know. One look is a lot. We saw look shack in it, you know. If I look on the screen right now. So look a board box in it with them that we call house, you know. Them I think I some group when I have sense in my brother. A trench town, I find myself in a one place look like this, you know. You understand me? It just have one compound with whole local house in it. You hear people are beat, the man are beat their woman. You smell people are cook, you hear man have sex. One look bathroom and one look down in the back, you know. One look bathroom and one toilet down in the back. Some will have a standpipe, some don't. I then find myself in a 2024, people still live, so you know, and we have all this land. The people are not asking for legacy, you know. Then your answer what about saying no care about popularity. They are concerned about legacy. What happened to the people, them legacy, them land right where them forefathers fought for me, brother? Eh? Pick them also growing at them, you know. Pick them also growing at them, you know. They are haven for abuse of youths, you know. Okay. Because everything's so close by. Woman left I look up at the gun buy a bungalow scale and a market and go watch 2 clothes and gonna work. Pedophile in all them community and look through window and attack, you know. Surrounded by a zinc fence so nobody can see from out the road like in a prison there, you know. Enough you they behind these zinc fence and suffer Jamaica, you know, brother. At times Jamaica people live up out of them at garrison. Rough life, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Full time Jamaican people start vote for issues. When I come around my community, you say from the community. Do you feel anything to smile about around here, sir? Huh? What are you putting in place? What kind of infrastructure are you putting in place to upgrade our life? Look where we live in, sir. No. PMP. Orange. And when we go home, we go back to the same squalors.
Hungry are killed after the election done. Right now, some Jamaica would mind election run every month because at the only time they eat.
I agree.
Yeah.
When I Jamaica, this is no joke. Me check up myself. God should have beat me back. Go for one campaign. Make nice. When it campaign over, hungry that kill me.
Me too. One Liberate call me and tell me same thing. Did I do my video, you know? The Liberate call me and say, okay, I'm bossy shot for campaign. Liberate call me and tell me after me do my video about it the other day. Say, okay, I'm bossy shot for campaign. Brother, but me ask a question when they're on campaign. Because you're all Jamaican man, me too. We go on campaign too, right? When they're on the campaign trail, my brother. Don't the campaign that stop on look town square, one look sauna play and them cook food. Food that cook and curry goat, right? Yes. But don't you see the politician and the top man and the delegate? Don't you see them on yam?
I eat, yes.
Do you get no eatings?
I feed them, not for me and you. We are so stupid and we get caught up.
Stupid.
That's why.
No, me look back on you. You have a whole line of people that follow you. I don't care if you feed them.
No.
You don't care if you feed them. But me said, Labour right call me the other day and tell me the same thing too. And the same thing reach up on campaign trail. You ball out and put up your hand and make noise and vehicle in a bad road. Even if you got full of your yard. By the time you drive a couple miles from them motorcade there, you shout, you talk, you this, you that, and you hungry.
Hungry, your best friend, man.
You tap a one look place, people sound system a play. They kill goat, chicken a fry, soup a cook. You don't get nothing.
No.
You don't get nothing of the delegates, them and the politicians, them and some police and some top bad man and some closer people. We are not nobody. We are ginger fly. A father backer. They make nice. From there, so it shows they don't care about we. From there, so we should have looked, but we now no sense. I grow old and I look back because hindsight is always 2020.
Yes, sir. But enough is enough, you know. We have to make a change.
Of course.
As I said, my last few words here to all Jamaicans, because I don't able to cut in, no matter what, we have to come back home. I want to come back to a better place. Please, let us stop thinking about this tired PMP and the JLP. Let us think Jamaican first, man. And the politicians know say, we are valuable. We are not sale.
No.
We are not. Please. And we have a better Jamaica. We're gonna start somewhere. Start here. And I'm from here on in.
Bill.
Jamaica become a better country.
Make a bill on this. Make a bill on this.
Make a bill on this.
Make a bill on this. Make a bill on this.
It's a good look.
It's a good look. It is a good look. It is good. Let me tell you, it is a good day for Jamaica. That we have the arm of integrity that can hold even the Prime Minister, and he want to tear it down. It's not gonna work. This is a beautiful stuff we want our country for so long. And the first time them work, we want to mash it up. Call to action will be hitting the street. Remember that.
Respect, my friend.
My brother.
Keep the program going. 100% love.
See you here.
Come in the middle of the work, you know.
Hey, it's always good, my brother, to have you on here. Bless up yourself here. Respect. Later.
Bless up, Pastor.
Yeah. So, people, thank you so much for watching this video. You know, tell me what you think about the contents. If you like this channel, go ahead and subscribe and always come back and join the comment section where we have a good discussion. When me done, me gonna read all the comments because sometimes I flow. Me not have time to read all the comments. Must I say, guys? You know, sometimes there's a flow, me a flow. But you see what I'm talking country. We need better. Jamaica is at the crossroad now, people. You see? If the Democrat can, feed them in a power now, and they can, grab up the mayor and slap him up for what? Corruption. Eh? Them boy, we have the arm of government to hold them accountable. And them mash it up. Because them have people loot, poor people money, and don't want to be found out and don't want to give it up. Let me tell you something. Enough is enough. Too much poor people there in Jamaica suffer. Uno never need the 300% raise, but uno take it anyway. Prime Minister take money from charity when they give poor people, spend on himself by stock. Cruel and heartless and selfish, a real star apple. Don't give me nothing. 28 account. Why are going so? People, tell me what you think about this video. My name is Jamaican Carlos, people. When you look on all the things where the years of the Prime Minister get involved in, he should have moved from office. You cannot have no investigation go on when the Prime Minister is over the investigation. Yeah? The Prime Minister cannot be over his own investigation. He must remove himself. Thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Jamaican Carlos. I'm out.
I hear man talk all kind of lie. Oh, 20 million and 28 million. Lie! Me not take no salary increase. So my salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back to. Because he's a proud man, you know. Me not like people tell lie for me.
This is actually one of the more disturbing features, because what the investigation of the Integrity Commission has revealed is that funds were used from a charity It's called Positive Foundation, Positive Jamaica Foundation, a charity which, you know, by definition would have charitable purposes. And some funds in the region of approximately $32,000 US dollars were diverted to pay for a bond in the name of Mr. Honus.
Or his company, his personal company.
And I believe at some point it may have been either in his or his personal holding company, which he owns 100%. And it remained in that form for the life of the bond until it was called. And it was only after the bond had been redeemed and that transaction was now, in a sense, extinct.
Is it reasonable?
Closed. That, just allow me to finish, that upon questioning by the Director of Investigation that an attempt was made to repay that charitable foundation. So approximately 4 years had elapsed when the funds from the charitable foundation had been used to partially pay for a bond in the name of or for the benefit of Mr. Honus.
And the interest payments on the bond went into him or his personal company's account. And it's only when the Integrity Commission itself looked into this thing and said, hey, but some of the funding for this, 32,000 US of the 94,000 US cost of the bond, came from a charity with which Mr. Honus is very closely associated and is a director. That the necessary rearrangements of the thing were done and the money was returned to the charity. So for several years, he declared that bond as being his or his company's, and he received the payments under that bond.
So there are two separate investigations that emanated from the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. I want you to discuss that first and tell us what were those two separate investigations. One relates to the omission of information for which the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled, and then the second investigation was around illicit enrichment.
Well, I would say on the 4 accounts, there were 2 related to his parents put his name on, one with a former constituency manager, and another one. Now, it's important to look at the detail. The Director of Investigation said he brought to Mr. Honus' attention on 3 occasions that his name was in fact on the accounts. And in spite of that, Mr. Honus did not declare those as part of his declaration. Secondly, and even more importantly, the Director of Investigation found that in 2 of those accounts, monies were flowing through the accounts from accounts solely controlled by Mr. Honus and 2 accounts solely controlled by Mr. Honus. So, in essence, he's saying Mr. Honus said he knew nothing about these accounts, but funds are flowing in the region of millions of dollars. Deposits put in today, taken out the following week. 2 accounts controlled solely by him. So the question is, was Mr. Honus being truthful when he said, well, it's my parents' account and I don't know anything about it?
What happened to borrowed money? Now, the other transaction which concerned me was the one where the account was opened at NCB. It was opened with no money in it. And I didn't know you could open an account with no money in it. A couple of days later, there was a deposit of a little over 143,000 US dollars, which came from SSL. And in the context of the discussions which we have been having about SSL, I believe that the Prime Minister needs to address this and explain how and why that money came into his account from SSL. It was deeply concerning to me, and I'm sure that it must be deeply concerning to all the people who not only lost money, but know people who lost money, and you know the number one concern is what happened to borrowed money.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government who was openly accepted responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a Commission of Parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution, and that minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support, this is embarrassing, not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP, but to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bow this morning with this sort of reaction to it.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
I don't want you to come to me with that foolishness, you know. You elect a Prime Minister, and as a Prime Minister run the country. It is time we learn to hold our leaders accountable for their actions and stop making excuses for them. Stop making excuses. Otherwise, go elect the people who really run in the country. And I don't want Labour rights carry that stupid argument. Hold the people you elect accountable and stop making excuses for them.
There is no tracking of people. There is no curtailing of people saying anything that is negative. That is absolutely not the case.
The person was tracked and their identity discovered.
Anyone can say anything, and it is amplified around the country and around the world. And it is important that as we protect the rights of our people and protect the right to freedom of expression and speech, that at the same time it is grounded in truth.
Some 60-odd shelters across the country.
Go to any of our 780 plus shelters.
We have 900 shelters right across the island.